A very good morning, students. Today I am going to continue with the same chapter, that is chapter 9, Environmental Management. Environmental Management is a chapter of Science 2, Standard 9th. Now, let us recall what we have studied in our previous lecture. We have studied about IMG. That also I have explained you in detail that what is IMD. IMD mean India Meteorological Department. Now then we have studied about monsoon model and climate prediction, mathematical model, holistic model, statistical model, solid waste management, etc. Now, we are starting with the type of waste material, and we will see the category of the waste material as biodegradable and non biodegradable. Now, we will see here the management of the waste material as well as harmful effect of solid waste management, principle of solid waste management, etc. In this lecture also, I will cancel out those contents which are omitted due to COVID-19 problem. So, children, you all also have to cancel those parts. Now, I'll show you some slides here. Then I'll start with the lecture part. See in this slide, children, how if the garbage is there anywhere, they are having one bag and they are picking it up. We can see here also, see how the different garbage bins are there to segregate the garbage. These are three principles that we'll study later. Here you can see, children, instead of using the tissue paper, we can use the different type of cloth. This also same. Here instead of using tissue paper, we can use a handkerchief so that this tissue paper garbage will not get collected. So this is all about how we can preserve it. Now that means more this garbage will not get collected. Now we are starting with the types of the waste, that are biodegradable waste and non-biodegradable waste. Now let us see here first the biodegradable. This type of waste is easily degraded, included the kitchen waste like spoiled food, fruits, vegetable, ash, soil, etc. Now, this waste is mainly of organic type, and it is also called the wet solid waste, or we can call it the wet garbage. If it is carefully decomposed, we can get the compost and the fuel of good quality from this garbage. Such biofuels projects are also started in so many cities. So that means it is useful in the other way. Now, in one way it is creating the filthy atmosphere, but if it is managed properly, then this type of waste is very useful for us. The second one is non-biodegradable waste. This type of the waste is cannot be degraded easily or cannot be treated easily. This is the second type. Now, this requires a very long period of time and the use of various techniques to be degraded or treated. It includes plastic, metal and other materials. This type of waste is also called the dry waste, or we can call the dry garbage. So you can see here, children. Now use your brain power. For that, here you can see here, this is use your brain power, and for that here are two questions given, children. First question is, why is it necessary to recycle non-degradable waste? So you have to write the answer for it. What answer you will write, children? For this, that you have to write, non-degradable waste cannot be easily degraded because it takes a very long period of time and use of various techniques. That is why non-degradable waste should be recycled so that it does not accumulate and cannot cause the hazards to the environment. What is the second question? Which material are included in solid dry waste? So what type of material are included? As paper, plastic, metal, cardboard, thermocol, etc. These are included in the solid dry waste. Now children, we will see the next topic. You have to see that you have to make a list of various materials and articles. Here is one list is here. You have to make this list. In this you can see that you have to write material, then whether they are degradable or they are non-degradable. Recycling can be done, they can be reused, they are toxic, that all you have to fill there. Now we will see, children. There is nowadays so much problem regarding the degradation or the management of the waste from the cell phone or mobiles, that is electronic device. You can go and find out that how they are managing, how they are disposing of this old and broken cell phones. You can go to the cell phone shops and just can make the inquiry in your activity. Now let us see the other part here. This part, children, this is cancel out for you. Let us see the next part, children, that harmful effects of the solid waste. What are the harmful effects? First, that bad odor is coming. Odor means smell. This is the first one. Bad smell is coming. Then second is production of toxic gases. So when it is getting collected, the toxic gases are also coming out. Then degradation of natural beauty. That means they lower the beauty of the nature. That is the next one. Then we can see here these are the harmful effect of solid waste. Then air pollution can occur, as well as the water also get polluted. Then it get collected on the surface of the soil, so there is soil pollution also. Now one more thing is here, that it affect the biodiversity. You already know what is the meaning of biodiversity, children. The variety of the plant and animal life, what we can see in the world or we can see in a specific habitat, that is called the biodiversity. So here this is all about the harmful effects of the solid waste. This is harmful effects of the solid waste. That topic we have studied here, children. Now The next topic is necessity of solid waste management. That means why it is important to manage the solid waste. What is the first one? For preventing environmental pollution as well as to keep the surrounding clean. That is your first point. Now, what is the second point, children? For energy as well as fertilizer production. That means the degradable waste is collected in a proper way and then it is fertilized. From this the fertilizers are made. So first one is for preventing environmental pollution and to keep the surrounding clean. Second is for energy as well as fertilizer production, and through that they are generating the employment opportunities. But natural that if the fertilizer will be produced, then that will be used in the land, in the soil, and for that the person will be required, so it creates the employment opportunity also. Third is to reduce the strain on the natural resources. That means if this way we will get the fertilizer, then from the natural resources what we are getting, that stress will be reduced, as well as through the treatment of the solid waste. Now, the fourth one is to improve the health and quality of life and to maintain environmental balance. So, we have to see that we have to improve our health also by managing the waste properly, as well as our quality of life. But natural, if we live in the clean atmosphere, then we will not get the diseases and our health will be maintained, as well as we can maintain the environmental balance also. So this is the next point. That means environment also will be in the balanced condition and it will not get dirty, it will not get filthy. Now we'll see the next one. It is the need of the hour to implement solid waste management practices to avoid the possible problem. That means it is a need of our, mean it is necessary, it is important thing that we have to implement the management of solid waste practices, so that we can avoid the occurrence of the diseases, as well as whatever the solid waste generated in the urban area. Urban area means city area or the town area, and industrial area, that means from the industries, and to maintain a clean environment. So that all whatever the waste is coming from the industrial area, from the city or from the town area, that all should be managed properly, so that we can manage our environmental balance also. Then as well as the environment will be clean also. For this purpose, we should implement measures like increasing the efficiency of production processes, so that minimum waste will be generated. So, but natural that from maximum waste we should start increasing or managing the production, so that minimum waste will be there, and it will reduce the garbage production by recycling and reusing the waste material. That already I told you, children, that if this waste material we are reusing and recycling, then there will be more chances that the garbage or the waste will be reduced, because already it will be reused. So this is all about this necessity of solid waste management, children. Now, hope you might have understood this thing. Now, let us see here, children. This is solid waste management. So here we can see solid waste management. Now the scientific and eco-friendly waste management that we are going to study here, children. First is safe landfill sites. So what is the meaning of landfill sites? Landfill sites mean we have to dig the 3 meter deep pit, and this pit should have the impermeable liner. That means from one side the things or the liquids cannot go to the other side, as well as there should be the uh, process so that the liquids collection can be avoided. Now this from this landfill sites we can use it as a garbage dumping area. Then we have to cover it, and this all will change into the compost. Then second is vermicomposting. So when we are using the earthworm to convert the organic waste into changing it into fertilizer, that means we are making fertilizer from the organic waste with the help of earthworm, then such type of the substance is called the vermicompost, and process is called vermicomposting. The next one is industrial solid waste management. Again here the landfill method is used. That means whenever they are digging the 3 meter deep pit, they are putting a liner there that should be impermeable. Now next is the pyrolysis. That means energy production by burning of the waste at high temperature. For example, biogas, with the help of biogas, bioelectricity, etc. The next is biomedical waste management, or we call it as incineration. So it is a stimulating type of the system, and here from the, because biomedical waste are very harmful to us, so that should be incinerated. And as well as we should do the separation and categorization of the waste, so that according to that we can dispose of the waste, or we can manage the waste. So this is all about the solid waste management, children. Now here are 7 principles of solid waste management that we are going to see, children. First is the reuse. So what is reuse? After the use of the materials should be reused for some other proper purpose also. For example, you can see that at home, if your mother is putting gown or you are using one towel, so after that you can cut the towel, you can give the beautiful shape, and you can uh, use it for wiping of the leg, or sometime the gowns and all, they can if they are old enough, they are disposed of, and whenever we want to reuse them, we can cut into the square shape handkerchief like pieces, and we can use as the wiping the gas, wiping the other utensil and all, or somewhere as a handkerchief they can be used. So this is about the reuse. So many things are there for reusing. As you all know that we are using the peeling of the vegetable also to make the compost or fertilizer. Then the second one is the refuse. Refusal to use articles made from non-degradable articles. The things which are made from the plastic or thermocol, that should be refused to use. Why? Because after using, when we will throw them, then there is no degradation of such type of the substances, so they will be just make the atmosphere hazardous, or it will be filthy, it will be dirty environment. So we should avoid, or we should refuse using such type of the articles. Now the next one is the Recycle. The production of useful article by recycling solid waste. For example, we can see paper and glass that can be recycled. So that we should not throw. That is why whenever we are this glass pieces are there, anything broken, that all we should put in the different type of the bags or different type of the uh, some boxes etc, so that they should not harm to the others, as well as they should be given separate so that they can be recycled, as well as the production of the useful articles or the these papers etc, that all can be recycled. So many solid waste can be recycled. Then we can see the next is rethink. Rethinking our habits, that whatever our habits are there, like someone they just eat the banana and throw the peeling of banana there only, or eat the fruit and throw the seeds and peeling there only. This is not good. So we should think about our habits, we should improve our habits. Or we are eating the wafers and putting the wrapper here and there, or if we are going for the picnic we are putting the wrapper or throwing the wrapper here and there. That is not good habit, we should avoid that habit. Activities and their consequences in connection with the use of various article of daily use. Whatever article we are using in daily use, so their activities, how we have to use them, and what if we will use in the uh, improper manner, then what will be the consequences, that means what will be the harmful effect of that, that we should think again. Then the next one is reduce. That means here what is the meaning of reduce, children? That next is reduce. Restriction should be put on the use of resources to avoid their wastage. That means whatever, like food is there, so many are just starving, they are not getting the food. So we should think about that habit, and we should not waste the food, and whatever we need, that much only we should take. Simply leaving food in that in our plate, that is not good, and just throwing it. Then old material should be reused, like the saris and all. In olden time they were our grandmother, our that mother and all, they were using this old saris for making the small quilt etc. Then some this whatever bed sheets we are using, that were also used in one or the other way. Then at home also, whatever the food is there, that also should be, if it is cold, or if it is that day only, but we should refresh it by heating it in the morning. If we made something, we can use in the evening also, but not the next day. So that way, I mean, we should try that. We should put the restriction on resources. How much we need, that much only we should use. We should not waste the material, anything like the food or cloth or water. Main thing is the water, because it is very essential factor of our life. If we will spoil the water, then but naturally in future our future generation will suffer a lot. So one drop of water we should just think and use. We should save one drop of water, so that our future generation will not suffer. So this way we can see that we should put the restriction on the wastage. Then we should be shared by many things. For example, that one book is there. If our group of 5 students is there, we can share it. There is no need of taking separate book. Then use of, that means reference book we can share. Then use and throw type of object should be avoided. For example, nowadays the tea cups are there, and then plastic glasses are there. That all use should be avoided because they are just creating the atmosphere dirty, and they are making the atmosphere dirty. So the environment, that beauty will be, or the natural beauty will be lowered. So this all should be avoided. The next one is the, we can see, research. So this is the research, conducting research related to the reuse of material that are temporarily out of use. So we should make the new research which is related to the reuse of the material. And nowadays which things are temporarily out of use, for example, you can see that soil pots, clay pots, that are very good for our health also, but nowadays they are out of use. So we should use such type of the things so that our health also will be good, as well as they will benefit to our body also, as well as the wastage will be reduced. Or the harmful effect, if we are making in other type of vessel, one or more harmful effects we are getting. But here in case of the, like in cooker, what food we are making now, that is not good for the health. But nowadays all are in hurry, so mostly using the cooker. Actually, if we use the soil pots, or if we use the clay pot, that are more good for our health. Then we can see the regulation and public awareness. That means we should follow the rules and regulation. This is the regulation and public awareness. So we should follow the rules and regulation which are related to the waste management. So that we have to see that always we should follow the rules and regulation whatever are governed by the government. And we should not throw the garbage on the road, we should not spit on the road, we should not spit on the walls. That all care should be taken. We should not throw the wrapper, we should not throw the biscuit cover in the garden and all. We should not urinate, or we should not urinate in the sense that small children, when they are infant, mother is thinking, just a small child na, so they make them urinate in the small places, like they are, mother is thinking that this child is very small, 1 or 2 year, where I will take. So that is also not good, because after all that urine is the dirty thing. It may create the pollution. As well as in the rainy season, whenever the rain water will be there, along with the rainwater, that also flow away, and that also can get mixed with the fresh water or river water. So that all care should be taken. We should follow the all the laws and rules, etc., which are related to the waste management. As well as in open areas, the defecation should not be done. Sometimes those who are illiterate, they don't have the proper sense that they are just going near the river bank and they are defecating there. So whenever the rainy season come, that time that all feces just get mixed with the rainwater and goes in the river water, and it will pollute the water. So and when it is just through the taps, it is coming in our home, we are using that, we get stomach pain, we get dysentery, we get amoebic dysentery, so many types of diseases, we get gastric problem, so many diseases, so many problems we are getting. So we should make them aware by the public platform, from the, like from the TV, like from taking meetings and all, from just we should make them aware that they should not defecate in the open places. In so many villages, still they are going and defecating in the open places, in the field and all. So that is not good. All should follow the rule and regulation related to the waste management. That means the waste should be properly managed, and we should motivate to the others also, those who don't know properly the rules and regulation, as well as if they got the habit, we should motivate them so that they can adopt a good habit. So this is all about today's lecture, children. Hope you might have understood, and again I am telling you all that whatever point I am underlining, that you have to note down in your one long notebook you make, and you have to note down in that long notebook you write the chapter's name. Then whenever I am taking the lecture, you put the date, and that day's important point you note down there, so that during the exam it will be easy for you to learn the chapter, as well as diagram, that flow chart and all you have to practice nicely, so that it will be easy the preparation of the exam, as well as that each and every point you have to study thoroughly, because in exam you can get any type of question, and you cannot tell, you cannot deny that teacher has not taught. No, if I taught the lesson, I can give any question. You have to study thoroughly full lesson. Whatever question will come, that will be within your portion, but any type of question may come. You cannot tell that miss did not give in the notebook, miss did not teach, that all I don't want to listen anything. Now only I am telling, you have to study the lesson thoroughly, anything may come. Okay, children, so here I stop my lecture. Hope you might have understood each and every topic. Study the lesson, study the topic thoroughly, whatever I am teaching, and whatever is cancelled due to COVID problem, that you have to cancel out, children, and in the notes you have to study everything. Okay, thank you, children.